Hi, so I'm pleased to be able to share a new feature which has just been added to Dibs, and this new feature allows us to test our staff members' knowledge for their clients. Staff are routinely using Dibs anyway, so I figured why not take advantage of that fact and use it as a learning opportunity while we're at it. So the way we do this is we select our clients and select the quiz tab. If the quiz tab does not show there, it means that you do not have edit access. So you've got to get edit access for the client. But if you do have edit access, then this tab will be there. This will list all of the questions. We have none yet, so let's add one. Once you go to the question edit form, you'll see that there are 5 different boxes. The first one is for the question, the second is for the correct answer to the question, and the remaining 3 are all incorrect answers. And each time we ask this question, all 4 answers will be shown. They'll be shown in a randomized order, obviously. The correct answer only goes at the start when we're actually filling in this form. So let's think of a question. We could say this question is going to be about Gary's PRN olanzapine. So let me write that in. So now I've entered these in. What must we do before giving Gary a PRN olanzapine? The correct answer is to call the SIL manager on call to get their approval. Incorrect answer number 1 is to check his blood pressure. Incorrect answer number 2 is to check if he had 8 hours of sleep. And incorrect answer number 3 is to prompt him to empty his bowels. Great. And now we can view the question. We can edit it if we like, but let's go back to the list and add a new question. This question will be about Gary's PRN olanzapine as well. And this time the question is, how many doses of olanzapine can Gary have within a 24-hour period? Okay, the correct answer is 2. Incorrect answers are 1, 3, and 4. So let's save. Great, we can do that. We can add as many questions as we like. They'll all show up there. Now what happens when a staff member comes along to lodge their shift reports? They're going to say, my name is Kyle. I'm lodging the day shift for today. Before I can actually fill in the Dibs report for Gary, it's going to ask me a series of questions. So what must you do before giving Gary a PRN olanzapine? Let's just say prompt him to empty his bowels. Oh, that was incorrect. How many PRN doses can he have within a 24-hour period? I know this one's 2. That was correct. And because I got the previous one incorrect, it'll show it to me again until I get it correct. So let's get it correct this time. Call the SIL manager. Great. With those 2 questions complete now, it'll take me through to completing the form just like normal. And then if another staff member comes along and lodges wait a minute. Let's say, who was that? That was Kyle. If Kyle lodges another report for today, he's not going to get asked any more questions because he's already been asked questions today. There's a maximum that he gets each day. But let's say a different staff member comes along and completes a Dibs report. They will get asked those questions. The default number of questions maximum number of questions that will be asked in any given day is 5 questions, but we can edit that if we want by going to edit client details and then clicking on this daily list of questions. We can set that down to 2 if we think that's a better level there. And the way these questions work is it uses a spaced repetition algorithm. So when they get the answer correct, they won't see that question again, say for 1 full week. If they get it correct after 1 full week, they won't see it for 2 weeks, and then 4 weeks, and then 8 weeks, and so on. There's a lot of research showing that spaced repetition and memory retrieval are the best ways to solidify and create new knowledge. And that's really my goal with this. I'm not so much aiming to test the knowledge of staff members. I'm actually using this to create that knowledge. Each time they retrieve a memory, they are strengthening that memory.